Don't really understand it. I use the same helmet every day, and then once in a blue moon I'll put it on and it'll be damn uncomfortable, pinching my earlobe or something. Like my head has changed shape. Nice to be riding home in daylight. It's my birthday today. Whee! So I'm leaving early because my wife is taking me out for dinner. I enjoy living and working in London. It's not somewhere I ever wanted to live, but here I am. And I do find myself enjoying it, and the only way, personally at the moment, I can live in London is to rent. And renting is just money wasted, isn't it? When you think of the property prices in London and the amount they increase, you know, they're talking 17% from last year or something ridiculous. And there's a bit of a boom going on at the moment. So I just really want to invest in somewhere, but somewhere to live, somewhere we're going to enjoy. You know, eventually you've got to grow up and have kids, so somewhere we can afford, or I can afford for the both of us, but it's absolutely impossible. I mean, we could afford one bedroom flats where you'd want to live, and 2-bedroom flats where you wouldn't really want to live, or it starts becoming a bit more of a bitch to commute. So we have been having a look at properties a little bit outside of town. I like going to bike rallies and stuff, and I like being able to get out of town fairly quick. Whoops. So I'd rather be west or southwest or northwest than east or south. I just think it's a pain to get to other parts of the country and get back into town. So we're looking at properties anyway. It's just ridiculous. You know, you move out of town, you save a few £100s a month in mortgage because you can get somewhere you can afford better with a little bit more room. You know, nicer for me on the weekends, get out and about and have a ride around, or have a car, because I can't have a car in London at the moment. I can't park at work, so it's pointless. You could park at work, but it costs you £300 a week. So that would be much more fun. But then they completely screw it up with the commuting fees and the misery of the trains heading back into town. Because, you know, I work here, I can't find a job elsewhere, so I've got to get back in. I mean, I'd commute on my bike, but my wife, she'd need to catch a train. Even from somewhere just west, like, I don't know, I was looking on the branch of the High Wycombe, and I went to university in High Wycombe, and I know I don't really want to go and live there now. But just outside of the High Wycombe are some nice properties, and they're not too bad distance from the train station. But the train from High Wycombe into town is £5 grand! £5 grand! Or about £80 a week or something ridiculous. £80 a week to sit on a, well, it's generally a crammed and delayed service. I don't know what hope there is. I really don't. I want to buy a house. I don't claim benefits, so I have to buy a house. I don't just get fucking given one. And the reason I worry so much about buying a house is because we want to have kids at some point. I can't afford to have a child. You know, I'm 31 today, and the reason I don't have children is because I cannot afford to have a child. I cannot pay, well, the rent that we're paying on our flat now. Oh, fucking hell, what you doing, man? The rent I'm paying on what I'm in now, I couldn't afford on my own salary. Once all things considered, you know? Food, bills, council tax, blah blah blah, motorcycle parts, babies, nappies, all of it. So it's really a bit of a rant, to be honest, about how the fuck you're supposed to carry on in life beyond a certain age where you don't want to rent a property anymore. When I signed up for something last week, which was the Olympic Park in Stratford. They've got 1, 2 and 3 bed flats for reasonable prices, and the only reason they're reasonable is it's a 75% shared ownership, but for some reason, which I haven't got to the bottom of yet, they don't charge you rent on the 25% that you don't own, which is very strange. So we'll find out why that is, and then if it is a good deal, that would be awesome, because they're quite reasonable and the area looks all right. I did actually wonder, because I work next to the Thames in Chelsea. I do wonder if I can get to work via speedboat. It'd be pretty fucking epic. I just don't think it's fair that we both work hard and we can't afford to buy a property to live in our own city. Oh, I popped into Yamaha Clapham on Friday. Some stupid reason. Had a quick look at the MT-09s. Dribble. They had a demonstrator with the Akrapovic exhaust on it. Have a listen to this. Now, I started a thread on the MT-09 forum just asking, would you buy a demonstrator vehicle or motorbike? And it seems to be a bit of a no. I mean, especially with the type of bike the MT-09 is, it's being sort of advertised as a little bit of a stunt bike. Not advertised, but reported to be easy to wheelie, great fun, torquey engine, thrash it about, lightweight. So you can imagine the kind of test pilots that have been on the demonstrators already, especially one that's in 500 miles on the clock. It's just about to be broken in, and it's been thrashed off its nuts the entire time. People trying to fucking wheelie it every 30 foot, which I'll be doing a test ride soon. And it just doesn't appear to be a good idea, which is a shame. I mean, you can get some good deals, and unfortunately, actually, I think if they were discounted a bit more, we're talking like 7% off the retail value, but they come with, £400 or £500 of accessories. I think it'd be worth doing. There's one that came on the market yesterday on Auto Trader or Bike Trader, and that has got the Akrapovic or Akrapovic, whatever you call it, exhaust, and a load of accessories, and that is the same price as a new one. It's only got 500 miles. Now that exhaust is 940 quid, and I think that's without the cap, which I guess you will need in 3 years' time when it comes to the MOT. Obviously not a worry right now. But I mean, that is quite a saving. If you were to order that with the accessories, you're talking 1,400 quid. 1,400 quid saving for 500 miles. I mean, it must be thrashed to fuck for them to give that. I don't know. Food for thought anyway. I've sort of promised myself, as I mentioned before, if I get a new bike, it's going to have ABS, because if it's new, I'll be in a finance agreement. I can't afford to buy it outright, and I've got to think about safety riding for the next few years. I mean, just think in 3 years' time, what the bike's going to come with as standard. ABS might seem a little bit outdated by then. You've seen all the traction control systems which have come out, and other safety systems. I mean, you've seen airbags on the is it the Goldwing? So I think it has to have ABS. So I will wait. Oh, on that note, Roadcraft Nottingham did a review video of the, I forget the name, the manufacturer's name, but the airbag vest, which I am going to order this week. It's something I'm really interested in. The only reason I was hesitant is because I've been trying to speak to the chap on the phone. I'd rather, to be honest, have a leather waistcoat. But from what I can see, the gas canister capacity is slightly less on the leather one, so I wonder if it's compromised because of the material. If so, then I'll just get the material one and be done with it. But I think it's cool, you have an accident and the thing inflates and hopefully saves your vital bits and pieces. I mean, I broke my lower back in an accident, so you know, if I was wearing one of those, you never know. It might not have happened. I might not have had that injury. Plenty of other injuries to other parts, legs and arms and stuff, but as long as it keeps your major organs from getting damaged, you've got a much better chance of survival. Obviously that's nothing if you don't have a decent helmet. As they tell you in the Matrix, the body cannot function without the mind. So it's a good idea to get a good helmet, put it that way. Saying that, I've got a fucking dot rated piss pot for the drifter, so, and that's about all that's going on, to be honest with you. Got the January blues, back at work, Christmas is over. So there you have it. Laters.